All right, let's see how these last two problems went. Again, they gave us a situation, and they wanted us to create, first of all, a Venn diagram. Well, in this situation, they talked about people having A in their name, people having S in their name. And then based on some data, move this out of the way, based on some data, we wanted to fill in our Venn diagram. All right, well, the first thing they said is we had 30 students. So we know once we're done, all the numbers should add up to 30. They said that 14 have an A in their name. So that means the entire A circle should add up to 14. 20 have an S in their name. So the entire S circle should have 20. And there are 8 people that have both an S and an A. So that's where I'm going to start, 8 people that have both. So I'm going to put that here in the intersection. Then I'm going to kind of backtrack. Well, they said 20 would have S in their name. So the entire S circle needs 20. I already had 8 of them. So that means I'd have 12 that would be left over in the S circle. They said 14 had A in their name. I've already got 8 of them. So that leaves me 6 and the rest of that. So right now, if I put all those together, I've got 14 and 12, so 26, but I needed 30, so that tells me there's 4 here on the outside. All right, let's fill in our two-way table. Well, they said we had 30 students, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in the total. If we put the S circle all together, we had 20. If I put the A circle all together, I had 14. And S's and A's overlapping, we had 8. And now I'm going to try to fill in the rest of the gaps. So going across, I need 20 total. I already had 8, so that leaves me with 12. Going down here, I've got 14 total. I already had 8, so that leaves me with 6. The totals across, I have 14. I need 30 total, so that gives me 16 here. If I go down to not A's, I need 16 total. I already had 12, so there's 4. Which means if I put 6 and 4 together, I get 10. And that makes sense because the 20 and the 10 give me 30. So the two-way table, sometimes it's almost like a little bit of a puzzle that you're putting together. All right, then the last one here. Again, they said we kind of have an option. I'm going to actually set up both. I'm going to start with my Venn diagram. So my Venn diagram, stuck on the same thing, A's and S's. They told us that we had 20 students, 12 have A in their name, 9 have S in their name, 6 have neither S or A. So I'm going to throw that out there. All right, well, we've got 20 students total, so that leaves me with 14. They say that 12 have A in their name. They say 9 have S in their name. So I know that these two things together give me 12. I know that these two things together give me 9. Here's the tricky part of this one, is they didn't tell me how many had both. So I'm a little bit stuck in some ways, because right now I'm at 21, and I know that I only had 20 students. So let's see if that makes a difference or not, because I know some of those 12 students actually fit into the S category as well. I know some of the 9 students fit into the A category as well. So we're going to try to figure out, can I still answer this even though I don't necessarily know how many have both A and S in their name? Well, right now the Venn diagram doesn't seem to be helping much. So let's see if a two-way table might be helpful. So in our two-way table, we're going to have A's, not A's, and our total. We're going to have S's, not S's, and our total. All right, let's see what we can pull off here. Well, I got 20 students in the class. I have 12, sorry, with A in their name, which means I have 8 that do not have A. I've got 9 that have S in their name, which means I have 11 that do not have S. And I have 6 that have neither. So that would be a not A and a not S. So let's see how that helps me. Well, if I look at the not A column, I have a total of 8, and I already have 6 of them, so that gives me 2. In the not S column, I have 11 total, but I already had 6 of them, so that leaves me with 5. And in the S column, I need 9, I already had 2, so that leaves me with 7. And I can double check by adding down also. I've got 7 plus 5 is 12, 2 plus 6 is 8, 9 plus 11 is 20. Everything seems to be working out. Now, our question was both A and S. So if I look at the A and S intersection, I end up with 7. So that means I really had 7 in this area here, which means 12 would now become 5, because I want 12 total. And this would now be 2, because I had 9 total. And I can double check. 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 2 is 14, plus 6 is 20, and that's my total. So answering this, how many students have both A and S? I end up with 7. So the idea here is sometimes Venn diagram is helpful. Sometimes the two-way table might be helpful. And there may be times where both of those could be helpful. So we'll continue to work with Venn diagrams, two-way tables. Sometimes they can get a little bit tricky. But again, we're just going to get an introduction to this because I want you to have seen it in case you do a discrete math on down the road. All right. Sorry, not discrete, but a finite math. Something of that sort.